Hey, hello, this is Yashwant back with another video. Web development. Web development is one of the fascinating career in every student mind. But many of you have doubt which language should I learn to become a web developer. What is front end? What is back end? Now I am going to clear your minds by suggesting you some of the best languages in web development. Looking at the front end. Front end languages are what we seen on the what we see on the desktop. These are user interface languages. HTML and CSS. These are the basic languages in which everyone must have to know to program in any kind of language. So HTML and CSS. After that, HTML is just represent the structure of the system. Also the CSS will add style to a web page. While JavaScript is used to represent the dynamic behavior of the web page. Also that by learning these three languages, these are not enough actually in the present era, because for responsive web page, like if you design for a PC, then how it can be compatible with the mobile phone, how it can be compatible with the screen size of the mobile phone. So in order to create responsive web pages, we need to learn Bootstrap. So after completing this, if you are willing, you can learn frameworks of JavaScript. There are many and many, but the most popular jQuery and Angular. These are the frameworks. While completing the front-end developer, if you are perfect with these three and any of the framework, then you are considered to be a front-end developer. Now going to the server side, back-end languages. Back-end languages are what it connects the database to your website. There are most popularly 4 languages in the back-end. The one is node.js. It is a JavaScript language. JavaScript in the backend, it is now a sensation. And the PHP is always evergreen. As though it is not a best language, but it is rock solid. I am considering it is a rock solid one. And the next one, Python. Python is everywhere. Where not? So Python is also in development. Next, Ruby. One of the best thing I can consider Ruby is because of its framework. And for these 4 languages, there are some frameworks. Many frameworks, of course, I have chosen the best. For Node.js, React.js is one of the awesome language. I have tried it. And for PHP, Laravel. Laravel is made using, it can make PHP very easy to program. Also Django. Django is simply superb and awesome. If you really try with the Django, you will really enjoy it. And Rails. Ruby on Rails is one of the most powerful framework in any programming language. This had been made popularity to the Ruby. And if you are familiar with the backend languages, you need to connect databases, so that if your website has a login system or sign-up system, where can that data goes to? Yeah, we need some databases. So we need to connect backend languages to the databases. Databases in sense, MySQL, MongoDB, these are some of the famous languages. Also there are some matchings which are really very famous. MySQL is for PHP. PHP and MySQL combination is really perfect. And MongoDB with Node.js. These two also will place maximum contribution. And for Python and Ruby, we can use anywhere. This is no problem at all. So if you are perfect with these, and you don't select, don't go on more than 1 or 2 languages. It will not gain you anything. If you want to be a backend developer, just learn 1 language and get on with 1 framework and 1 database. This is enough. Select 1 from these 4 and 1 database and 1 framework. Enough. You are a backend developer. Now, if you are good at frontend and backend, you can be considered a full stack developer. So don't focus on more languages. Learning more languages doesn't make your task easy. Instead, you can focus on 1 language and with 1 framework. And if you are willing, you can learn many of the frameworks, and even you can design your own framework. So this is what the overview of web development. So thank you for watching. If you don't subscribe still, subscribe.